Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter, phasing to the universe of the Talos Principle 2. Let us continue. Wow, 80%. I did 80% of this. What is this? Nothing of this as well. Now, this I plan on changing today. I'm gonna figure out how to unlock at least one. Let us continue. And let's see where the game puts us. Hi. Well, I activated one of the towers. And it wants me to go to the exit. Alright. There is a puzzle here. Through the door. Now, one thing I noticed that can be very helpful to break the puzzles is that the doors, the force fields actually stay off when you solve the puzzles. Now there's a connector here. I wonder if I can take it outside. Was there a box or a fan in this earpiece puzzle? What's her name? A converter. I do not believe there is a way out from this unless I can do something with these tiles? No. I did change the setting, but yeah, things are still weird. And it got weirder. Okay, at least I found a place where I can test it. Hello, Piero. I haven't done much yet because I found this place where I can test settings. And yeah, my settings are not helping. So let's see. Illumination, shadows, medium, low. I guess we need to deal with the game always looking a bit weird. Because I seriously cannot figure out what is wrong anymore. Ah, okay, no. We still do this. Okay, am I still transmitting? Okay. Blades of grass in sunny weather make a big impact. Yeah, full screen also doesn't change anything. But I want to stay on full screen. Says on high and above, use more accurate ray tracing methods. Okay. My video card doesn't even support ray tracing. Yeah. Yeah, it's more with things in motion as well. Let me do one last thing. Native. What does native means? Let's apply. It didn't fix and the game is more sluggish. Yeah, okay. Let's stop messing with the settings. Let me get FS. I was using TA. Actually, it looks a little better with TA. With TAU and there's TSR, temporal super resolution. It still happens, but it's way less. Okay. You can see more here. There's still weird stuff happening with these bump maps. But yeah, okay. Got it. Oh my goodness. The things we do to make the game look good. So yeah, I was in this puzzle just because I was trying to figure out if I can take this thing out of it, but apparently not. Can I jump on top of this? I can't. I can jump on top of this, but I cannot jump on top of this. Yeah, alright. That's not where we'll find our way. Let's try to find puzzle 8 again. Still has some artifacting, that's fine. On the last video located a second secret statue but didn't do anything with it yet because it was the end of the stream. Yeah, I saw it. I don't quite remember what it is, but yeah, I do want to... It is actually on the map. Or it used to be... Not on the map. Ah, here, on the compass. See? The star. So I'll probably be able to find it quite easily. And like, I think the reason I flipped out at the bridge puzzle and I couldn't solve it is because I'm so used to every single puzzle game to have reset functionality that not having one, I thought it was weird. Can I put you in such a way that not really. Okay. To be honest, the start puzzles here are more easy on so many levels compared to the first. The first thing that was difficult on the first game was actually figure out that you're supposed to break the puzzles. What did I do with the... what's the box? Oh. Ah. I'm being too scared of jumping there. Come on. Oh. It's on me. It's a me problem this. Third. Can I reach? No. I cannot reach. Can I reach? No. I think what you might have been confused about was the general UE finagliness of the bean connectors. Like you can put down a bean connection without severing the connections with a button, as well as be able to exclude specific connections one at a time with another. Game has nice quality of knife, it doesn't tell you about. Okay. What if I need a box to get there. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I think I'm getting something. Alright. You're overthinking it a bit, if I remember correctly. Yes, yes, I am. Let me get you up there. I think I need to do is this. Ridiculously simple. Don't need to turn it off. Just need to do like this. You didn't count on my cunning, or maybe you did. Those are those nanoparticles. Solve one of Pandora's.
When the first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
Cain and Abel? Abel? Yeah. Okay.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Now, this is this one. There's a question mark here. I wonder if because I haven't looked at it yet, it doesn't show up. But let's check what this question mark is. I need to go through. My solution was to levitate, holding the thing just to click and then launch into in the air like normal. But that works too. I think what I found was the intended solution. Because yeah, I couldn't figure out how to keep the thing on my hand and the fan working at the same time. Probably I could do what you said with some timing. I'm thinking that this might be just the Golden Gates. Okay, to turn it into a thing. There's a puzzle.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
Or still evolving.
Oh, this is new? Interconnectivity. Huh. The map compass is really strong, to be honest. All points of interest just show up as human relics, and following compasses to be more of the meta before they added extra Easter eggs. Okay, but it helps in terminals and such. Find terminals and such. Ah, yeah, okay. So, no clue how this opens. Why is this open? Because there is a connector here. Okay. And a couple more connectors. There is red there and blue, which gives me green. Okay, I need you to be here. go. And now you can get me to open this and grab this stuff. Nice. Blue again. No, I don't need to open that. Need to open that. Okay. So I can get an easy blue. Here, and you are going to be my blue. Which allows me to use this for the green. But now I have a problem. If I connect it like this, then I'm blocking off the red. If you've not come close, interacted, it is shown as question mark, but if you did it changes. I think I have an idea. I think I see what I need to do. Yeah. There we go. What did that do? Have I been here? Ah, yes, I remember this puzzle. Self-sufficiency and this is interesting to know if you did the puzzle or not, because the force fields are down. They're not supposed to be. That's the question mark. That's the pod. I think there's another question mark here behind the terminal, and that's why it's hard to see. Okay. Now, one thing that I have neglected to comment yet is on the symbolism of New Jerusalem. While it's sometimes convenient to flush the connections by dumping the connector on the ground, it could feel nicely to practice manually disconnecting certain ones before you get involved with like 5-6 link ones, okay? Yeah. Okay, as I was saying, there is the symbolism of New Jerusalem. In the biblical times, Jerusalem was the capital of Israel. And yeah, even today it's still a very gnarly place. New Jerusalem mentioned being the post-apocalyptic city, yeah, but I never heard of anything post-apocalyptic aside just live in heaven thing it is. Yeah. So, New Jerusalem is the city that when God creates new heavens and new earth, He will bring from the sky New Jerusalem. So yeah, it actually fits very well with the idea of like the apocalypse happened, all humans are dead, but we now have these new humans that are trying to live in this land, and we have New Jerusalem for the new humans after a plague, even because there were plagues in the apocalypse. But another interesting thing about New Jerusalem is that it said that it would have no sun because it doesn't need a sun. God Himself would provide light to the city, which effectively means it's a self-sufficient city, which is kind of what the robots are trying to do. Okay, wait. No, keep connections. How does it work again? So I think we can put down a bin connector without severing the connections with a button, as well as be able to exclude specific connections one at a time with another. Okay. This frees this. I think I need more connections to actually understand how this works. I think I can find these connections here. So this requires blue. I have red and green, but yeah, okay. Connections. Grab. Scrap this. Ah! I can point to the select. Got it. That makes sense. And if I don't point anything, I get the select all options. And I can just do this without dropping. Cool. Now, let me get this to scroll again. I wonder who of the ancients was in the right mind to think of the sheer amount of effort to block out the sun compared to just not to even entertain the idea. Right click. Yes, it helps a lot dealing with 6+. Here's the thing. The sun wasn't thought to be a star. It was... People didn't understand what the sun was. So they have a more mystical view of the sun. I would love to be able to do this, but yeah, that could be problematic as well. Oh. Oh, yes. Okay, this works. Now I can just take it from the combinator thing. There we go. I have not been paying attention at these things. If they even exist in the other puzzles.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
Maybe the point is cool music. Ooh, there are 2 question marks here. Okay. This one seems to be the closer one because big. Is this meaningful or just a panel fell out from here? Definitely meaningful. Okay. Or maybe not. Who knows? I just find a holiday of saying there will be no need for a sun because God will have no need for it in the city, as opposed to classic apocalypse scenarios where there is no sun just because nuclear winter, massive ash clouds. Yeah. But like the description also say about the rest of the world. It mentions merchants that will come to the city to bask in its glory or something like around those lines. So New Jerusalem won't need a sun, but that doesn't mean that the sun ceases to exist. It exists for the rest of the world. If If you want to read that passage, it's right at the end of Apocalypse. Did I find the back rooms? I found the maintenance area.
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
What is this? A blueprint for this place? Or at least a part of this place? So bluffing, just trying to think what kind of person to shoot for that scenario. A city in the heavens, a city underground. This place in the sun seems wild. Yeah. No, it was just a city that would never have night.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
I'm trying to find the terminals. There. That looks like a server room. It is definitely a server room. A homemaker. That's probably the next puzzle trinket, because the one I found outside had the RGB beams. It's definitely built for us, maybe by us. Kilo-year event. The 4.2 kilo-year aridification event. Author B.T. Odhiambo. From B.T. Odhiambo's Anthropocene Dilemmas. The Akkadian Empire, forged in violence by Sargon the Great and his sons, reigned supreme over the city-states of Old Summer, enriched by trade with distant lands, fed by the plentiful wheat fields of Mesopotamia. The empire bestrode the world with confidence and pride. Who could oppose the chosen of Anu and Enlil, the masters of the four corners of the world? Then the weather changed. The crops stopped growing, trade collapsed, and the empire fell, its capital forgotten. The most likely culprit at the time of writing is the 4.2 kilo-year aridification event, the beginning of the Megalian Age, a non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the earliest civilizations around the planet to collapse. This is where our ordinary understanding of time, measured on the small scales of human history, collides with the reality of deep time and our existence within a much bigger picture. We live on a changing planet, in a changing universe. Climatic optimums are temporary, extinction is the norm. Numbers. The Akkadians, like one more egalitarian inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization, could not understand why the rivers dried out and the rains stopped coming. Even if they could, they lacked the tools to do something about it. A few short millennia later, we are in the brink of having that understanding and those tools. What can we learn from the tragedies of the past? Error 5358. One such drought, completely naturogenic, would be enough to wipe out New Jerusalem for good. Yeah, if you don't vary your power supply things. It's hard to try and parse texts like that if some of the common sense concepts, like how the same words could be wildly different back then. Yeah. Five 358 is a very recurring number in this game. While I get that it is behind the number story-wise, I don't entirely get how that thing is represented by the specific number. Error natural problem. First companions. Author error. Now, is it an error because the system cannot find the author name, or the author is actually named error? From okay, the system can't find the author. When the founder awoke, leaving the garden behind forever, there were two more whose bodies had been anointed by the progenitor. The gold disc breathed life into them. Their names were Eustathius and Cornelius. These names don't tell me much. I know they sound like philosophers from Greece. The founder showed them all she had discovered. Together they explored the dead city and saw the ruins which mankind had found. It was then that the founder understood that the sins of the past must not be repeated, and that only through humility could the future be saved. Haven't I read this before? Aside from Cornelius and Eustathius, there were 10 whose bodies the progenitor had not anointed in due time. Now it was upon the founder to complete his work and begin the resurrection. In this matter, Cornelius proved of great assistance. After many tribulations, the 10 were brought to life. And these 12 that were born after the founder are called the first companions. These are the names: Eustathius, Cornelius, Aurora, Sun, Sarabhai, Byron, which you know, Melampus, Yemo, Hypatia, Niam, Benaroya, and Liftrizer. So, total 13. This has some symbology with Jesus and the 12 apostles. In the case Athena being the figure of Jesus as the first one who rose. Oh, another thing about the first one who rose. On the first game, we play as the first one that rose. In this game, we play as the last one that rose, the Alpha and the Omega. It's funny how you can take something that's 9% true and 10% false and create something that's 100% misleading. Fail to load profile. Ooh. Misleading. Okay, that's... Now I'm a project. Trial 7 to 21. Base camp established. Version 002 successfully deployed. Test core for 2. So far so good. Version... simple synthesis. Better cooling necessary. This version failed on Knorr calculations. Now I'm a project. Do they have anything new here? Stars. We've discovered what seems like another mystery to solve. Stars, clearly inspired by the simulation, which are gained by solving puzzles related to these monuments to Pandora. Prometheus and the Sphinx. Perhaps these stars are somehow related to what Yakut dubbed the astronomical temple? Some puzzle seems to be disconnected from the rest. They still function and can be used to power the bridge device, which means it should be possible to reach the tower without solving every main puzzle, but they don't seem to be properly integrated. Could they be remnants from a previous iteration of the design? They seem harder as well. I was trying to figure out the deeper meaning, how you get from the thing it is supposed to represent to the number used to represent it, but I feel like I came up empty. Maybe you have a different take by the end. Let's see. Let's find more stuff. Interconnectivity, elevation. I found the lab. There's the gate. What's at the gate? One gold puzzle. Oh, 8 main puzzles, 2 lost puzzles, 1 lost lab, 1 of 2 stars, and 0 of 1 gold puzzles. Doesn't very explain the 5-3-5 rating. Okay. Gold Gate is super late, like it needs a story progress check on top of the other criteria it tracks. Okay. But we still have another question mark. Is it that thing? I think it's that thing. So this is a Prometheus statue.
There's another one of those monuments.
Yeah. The first one I found was a Pandora statue. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. There's a thing here. About that direction. Do I need to interact with something? Or maybe just hop on the bridge and check that out. Okay. Daddy Prometheus barbecue and grill. Well, he got the cup. He's ready for the beer. And yes, I know it's a torch. That's exactly where I want to be. Okay. Now that direction. There's some pillars here, but symmetrical over there. I don't think I've been here. That's below the whole nonsense. Oh. It's fine. There's something there. Is this what you were talking about, Prometheus? Chase the shiny thing! Where did you go? This music is way more intense than what is going on in here. I guess there are checkpoints that I need to touch. So for this bit, there are different Prometheus collectibles that should feature consistent and not the statue, so there's like 50 chance that the thing will find not being relevant. Ah, okay. Where the heck did you go? Ah. Another star.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
Any more questions? Okay, there are 2 terminals, which is great. You know. Ah, the numbers are the puzzles. Nice. That's the lab. There's an achievement for doing the chase without the chase music stopping. The difficulty of that varies per zone. No, I don't think I'm gonna try that. No. What led me to that was there was a purple thing pointing on that direction, and I was like, let's investigate. Worst case scenario, it was nothing. do believe I got everything here. 2 star, 2 lost puzzles. I'm missing just the gold puzzles. Probably a few Easter eggs around the island. I found a recording, I found a human artifact, I found an hologram of a bomb. I'm going this way. I'm gonna get lost. Where's the gate? In the pyramid zone you might have missed the relic. I think there is a human battle tank wreck somewhere in the early game, but not entirely sure. In the pyramid zone? You mean outside? Oh, I can go back there. Ah, now these things disappear. So, yeah, I'm only missing this thing, but the gates are not open. The landing spot. Yeah, I'm gonna go back there, let's check it out. The problem, one thing I don't like to do in any game is roam around aimlessly hoping to find something. I will do every now and again, but if I'm obligated to do it, I'm gonna cry. So yeah, I'll probably miss a lot of Easter eggs that are just like run around aimlessly until you run across something. The combats have certain important stuff like terminals. Yeah, I see no question marks anymore. So yeah. Relics are a bit less vision. Alright. Let's go to the megastructure first. See if I can find your tank. I feel like I'm playing a messed game every time I enter this thing. You can check the astronomical temple. The astronomical temple, okay. Step over there. I hope. Yeah, I definitely remember going to the substation. There we are. Well, that's the temple. I imagine it's gonna be around it, not in it. Ah, okay. That's the tower I activated. Oh, I can release the stars. That's it? Ah! Oh, over there. Okay. I have to say the payoff for the stars is better than the last game. Okay, that thing is redirecting the beam. That's alright. I don't think they will let me go back to New Jerusalem by now. Resource conservation and all that. This thing is massive. Yeah, whatever is lost here, not finding it. My body thing wasn't one of these songs, okay. Oh, that's fine. Is this the entrance to the park? Yes. Let's visit a new place. Travel to East 2. Alright. Wooded plateau. I have a better picture of this. Okay.
Alright, everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site, but while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. You know, to get that success rate up a bit. Maybe there's another one of those labs that Wonke found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
Roger that. I don't remember many relics. Compass isn't very helpful, does? Yeah. They are recalling the capsule? No. Another one of these. And the hello? Find one of the Prometheus spark. Okay. I have a hint that I'll probably never use. That is the skip puzzle token? Yeah. It wants me to do stuff in order. Everything is to that side, huh? Oh, hello, who are you? Melville.
What is it?
Tell me about yourself.
Founders, pistons. You want my autobiography now? Fine. I'm one of New Jerusalem's chief engineers. I'm in charge of city maintenance and power management. I'm old as dirt, although not quite as old as that fossil Byron. In short, old, grumpy, keep stuff running.
Do you have any hobbies?
Hobbies? You think I have time for hobbies? That's cute. If I had time for hobbies, all of you would be dead.
Really? Nothing? Makes sense. Really? Nothing?
What do you want me to say? I like bubble baths, candy, and the concept of Tuesdays. Cities don't maintain themselves. If you don't put real effort into keeping stuff running, it all falls apart in just a few decades. Civilization is always on the brink of collapse unless we do something about it. And I do.
That's an interesting point of view. I hear you're a big fan of Yakut's cat.
Listen, one day that furry little demon is gonna pee on the wrong cable and all of New Jerusalem will just turn off. Forget about the megastructure. He's the biggest threat to our security.
If you solve a puzzle, it refunds itself, so it's like a token for the shopping cart. Ah, interesting. What's your evaluation of the megastructure?
It's big. It's too big. And it's got a lot of energy running through it. Frankly, I think we should be pooping our robot pants. See, that's what I mean about the language libraries. Pooping our pants. Really?
You both don't poop and don't wear pants. Yes. Any progress on the particle clouds?
Yes, but I'm not liking the results.
What are the results?
Confusing, irritating, infuriating. Take your pick.
Did you have a look at one of those labs?
I did. It's interesting. The tech is a bit older, but it's been heavily modified to be more efficient. And it's not the kind of hack job you'd expect either. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. We could probably learn something from them.
Where could all this tech have come from?
I guess it could be discarded New Jerusalem tech. The mayor made us throw away a bunch of stuff that was perfectly fine, if you ask me. But I'm not sure. I'll check to see if I can find any serial numbers, and I'll get back to you.
Okay, thanks. Team Spirit, talk to each member of the team. Okay. Yeah, I was going to go to the other side till Melville distracted me. Maybe I'll find something interesting in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I found that stuff. Hello? There are question marks pointing to this structure. Or maybe it's beyond the structure? Ah, I probably just went the long way. Oh. Okay. It's just an old mess of wood. Wait, what about this? This is puzzle 8, okay. I guess I'm back on track. Oh, look at that. The New Theology 1. Author 5358. Huh. From the New Theology by George Bernard Shaw. The object of the whole evolutionary process is to realize God. That is to say, instead of the old notion that creation began with a God, a personal being who, being perfect, created something lower than himself, the aim of the new theology is to turn that process the other way and to conceive of the force behind the universe as working up through imperfection and mistake to a perfect, organized being, having the power of fulfilling its highest purposes. In a sense, there is no God as yet achieved, but there is that force at work making God, struggling through us to become an actual organized existence, enjoying what to many of us in the greatest conceivable ecstasy. Enjoying what to many of us is the greatest conceivable ecstasy, the ecstasy of a brain, an intelligence actually conscious of whole, and with the executive force capable of guiding it to a perfectly benevolent and harmonious end. That is what we are working to. Weird. In short, this is and I don't have even my final form. Yeah. L1C Niam. Author failed to load profile. From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph 777. After all, okay. After these events, Niam decided to consult the writings of the ancients, but while philosophy and religion interested her, it was art in all its forms that came as a revelation. To her delight, she discovered that meaning was not something constructed purely out of logic or will, but that it could also be found in histories. That even when the characters and events of a story are not factual, they had a validity and weight as if they somehow were real after all. She was astonished that such a profound experience was freely available to all humans, but concerned that too few took advantage of it. So she set out to enrich the inner lives of her fellow citizens by promoting the arts, starting with the legacy of Gehenna. Feocholot profile. Niam sounds nice. I would love to meet her one day. She must know more about New Jerusalem art story than anyone. When we and someone else. When we do, remind me to explain how to pronounce her name. The default setting in the language libraries are wrong. Leviathan. Author Thomas Hobbes. From the Introduction to Leviathan by Thomas Hobbes. Nature, the art whereby God has made and governs the world, is, by the art of man, as in many other things, so in this also imitated, that it can make an artificial animal. For saying life is but a motion of the limbs, the beginning whereof is in some principal part within, why may we not say that all automata, engines that move themselves by springs and wheels and as those a watch, have an artificial life? For what is the heart but a spring, and the nerves but so many strings, and the joints but so many wheels, giving motion to the whole body such as was intended by the artificer? Art goes yet further, imitating that rational and most excellent work of nature, man. For by art is created that great Leviathan called a commonwealth or state, in Latin civitas, which is but an artificial man, thought of a greater stature and strength than the natural, for whose protection and defense it was intended, and in which the sovereignty is an artificial soul, as giving life and motion to the whole. Lastly, the pacts and covenants by which the parts of this body politic were at first made, set together, and united, resembled that fiat, or the "let us make man," pronounced by God, the creation. Okay. I don't know what in particular about the syntax of that text making it so hard to follow. Yeah, I agree. Some sentence structure just weird. That's some translation quirk, right? Maybe. But Thomas Hobbes, he does seems like someone that would written originally in English. At least it sounds like an English name for me. It's probably just like from archaic English, or because dude fancies himself a philosopher who was trying to be fancy. But to put it in short, he's saying that machines may be life because maybe life, and cities may be life because they have things in common. That's all. It's obvious that Hobbes has read Straton and is extrapolating the Talos Principle to the level of the state. Yes, exactly. But unlike Straton, all he wishes for at the end of the day is a powerful ruler to control this machine, to tell him what to do. It doesn't seem as a train wreck like Middle English. It doesn't sound like a It doesn't sound like a Final Fantasy 14. Thank God. As thou would know, 'tis no Uri Anje. I'm a bit lost. I want one of those signs. I want to do the puzzles in order. I do not know. I don't think that I need to, but they probably will like build up in difficulty and concepts. Oh, I found something.
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
2478. Yeah, post one of your original species alongside that one and see if anyone notices. Do you have anything new to say? No. Two 478. What does this mean? Is this like an order I need to follow? Or is there something I need to find in these puzzles? Because the only thing that has numbers here are puzzles. Line in the sky? Oh! That's a connector line. Ah. Okay. So, I believe I need to do something in puzzles 2, 4, 7, and 8 for this thing to trigger. Does it actually connect to anywhere? This statue doesn't look like it. It actually looks like it just runs through it. It's above it. I don't know, this might not have anything to do with the statue. But yeah, I'm intrigued. This is a train. Man, it's even Riven where the ocean just have this national rifts in it. Is that a bug? Maybe it's even Riven where the oceans just have dimensional rifts in it. A bug where? I know sometimes there are frogs that jump out of nowhere. The line threw me off. Yeah, no, these are just connector lines. You know when there is when the connectors are connected, but there are no beam. Oh, someone else here. Yakan. Is this one? This is one. What's with the pyramid with circle things? Oh, hello there. There's a stag. And this game, like Riven, doesn't have that whole the world has glitches in it and it kind of makes sense here. That's just the path to number 2. But this is something I wanted to see. Trevor, nice. First, word spirit from unknown. Okay. What is that drives historical processes? It is easy to dismiss the idea of the great man, or the great woman for that matter, when clearly so much is determined by resource distribution, pre-existing political structures, and the randomness of the universe itself. But is there no space at all for the individual in all of this? Are there not moments when, in Hegelian fashion, an individual may represent the word spirit itself? Was Napoleon history on horseback or not? Or is that itself another form of determinism? 5358. My nose is getting stuffed. Notice it's happening every time I need to speak a lot. Sorry about that. Okay. From Auguste to Napoleon, from Lincoln to Lenin, there are individuals whose action seems to drive rather than merely be driven by history. They make both choices for good or ill that transform entire societies. Or do they? We like to blame them for their failures, but are they not ultimately just the procession of a historical moment? 5358 again. But if they are, where is the space for human agency? It sometimes seems to me that all of human history has been that one struggle to carve out a space for free choice against the tides of history. And heroes and tyrants, pick and choose examples as you will, are both equally a reflection of that. The great goal, then, ought to be to extend that freedom to the maximum number of people, to become captains of our own fate, as much as that is possible in this universe. Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment is in which the protagonist thought that great people like Napoleon aren't beholden by morality in order to serve a greater good. Founding 2. Author Hypatia. She is one of the first 12. From Hypatia's Journal, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 14. Melampus and Yemo went back to the dam to get more charging equipment. They've not returned yet, which means that we're stretched a little thin. Since we're still posting guards at all times, but those large herbivores haven't come back yet. And at any rate, statues assures us that they're non-aggressive. But it's better not to take any chances. Not when there's so few of us, and so many of them. Athena and Cornelius and his statues spend most of their time drawing up plans and arguing. In a friendly manner, but arguing still. The rest of us are managing to tune them out pretty well. It's like background noise after a while. Corruption. We have started constructions of the first habitat. It's going to be a temporary structure for now, but you'll be glad to get out of the rain. Alright, Trevor.
So, what are you doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
Comes to mind. Wonder if they actually made spears just as backup to do with the wildlife. That's a good question. I don't think I have seen any. Okay, let's solve some puzzles. Trevor, I direct you to the documentary called Ratatouille. They have cuisine. Quantum tunneling. Okay. Is that what you do? Driller. Can I? Yeah, if I could hold at everything, it would be too easy. Let's do experimentation. Can take through its own hole. Makes sense. Okay. Cannot go through the hole either. Ow! Okay. I think this puzzle is less a puzzle and more. Here is what you can do with these things. This hole is destructive from portal in so many ways. It's amazing to find out all the junk interactions with it that seems to go around the restrictions. Okay. I have hold.
I can't help but notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Was there switches like this in the other? Ah. I see. I think I see. That's Melville. I don't remember all the numbers on the Pandora statue, but I remember the first was 2. It's logged in the photos. Ah, yeah. Ah, 2478. Nice. I think I'm reversing fault in case I want to figure this out later. How's the social media going? City news. Nothing on Twitter. There we go. Switch on. Mutual aid. As it's teaching me that I can connect things to the hole. Yeah, I'm glad I'm doing this in order. As I expected, it is slowly teach me how to use these things. Interesting. Closes. Oh, hello, a jammer. Let me explore here first. Hole. Classic secretly hide them, yeah. Okay, no, I actually want to jam this. Okay. I need something to pressure this plate. You will do.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence?
You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Hello. Am I going the right way? Let me go off the beaten path a little bit to see if I found some Easter egg. But it took forever for this texture to show up. What's my texture? Slow, medium. Oh my gosh. Okay, is it just too low? Then now we're back. Because we need... Oh, the artifacting stays there, but at least everything is looking better. I'm looking for number 3, right? This is a puzzle, and it's number 3. Back up. Okay, connectors. Mergers. Hello. Are you alright? Yes. See, this is the line we are seeing in the sky. It's connected to that, but there is no beam. There's another connector, that's it. So the trick here is that I need both beams. Okay. If I do it like this. Then I'll make the hole there. I can use this. There we go. Private message. Connecting you to a friend. I've relayed your response to my friends and they have reached certain conclusions regarding your character. Would you like to hear them? No, I have entirely lost interest. Yeah, go ahead. Now you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment New Jerusalem's maturity and... Okay, let me start again. Now you're new, so let me fill you in. Your arrival marks the moment of New Jerusalem's maturity and there are differences of opinion about what it ought to become. Naturally, there are people working quietly behind the scenes in an advisory capacity, trying to guide their city to prosperity. People who know things which would only scare and confuse the average citizen. I have 5 just friends who expressed to me their interest in getting to know you. Tell me their conclusions already. Who are those people? I'm more interested in knowing who they are. I can tell you their names, but I can tell you a little about them. The first is an engineer by trade, tends to see the world as a puzzle to be solved. The second is a scholar of some repute, thinks big questions have answers in our code. The third, well, it's hard to pin down. A practitioner, let's say, of the exoteric arts. The fourth is a member of the political establishment. And the fifth? Well, the less we say about them, the better for everyone. So is there someone you think would make a good match? The engineer, the scholar, establishment figure, the one that's hard to pin down, the mysterious 50 person? I'd rather hear which is most interested. I'd rather hear which is most interested in me. I'd rather hear which is most interested in me. Your answers to my question and observations of your behavior elsewhere has given us a massive amount of data. It's clear there's only one person that I should put you in touch with. You've shown commitment to scientific progress and pursuit of truth. Your support would mean a great deal to my friend from engineering. She is no kind of expert in the human condition, but she is dedicated to analyzing how the world works and using that knowledge to shape the future for the better. Are you happy for me to put you in touch? Yes, please do. Okay, I'll send an introduction in due course. Okay. Alright, seeing getting involved in behind the scene. Yeah, I'm curious about this. I don't trust these guys, but I want to know what's going on. Okay. Puzzle number 4. Which requires the flick of a switch. Placement. Be careful, this could lead to shenanigans. And I'm very much a fan of shenanigans. Okay. Uh-huh. Is this wood? No? Interesting. Oh, there's the connector. What am I going to do to the connector? Well, connect that. Okay, I see. But I don't see any blue receptacle. Yeah, I can't see any blue receptacle. There we go.
You know something that's weird about these puzzles? They're not replicas of the simulation puzzles, like the ones in the museum.
Wasn't there an artist who did an exhibition a few years ago that involved new puzzles of some kind?
That was Barzai. It was called Trials of an Imagined Past. I tried to get you to come along. You thought it would be boring.
Were they similar?
No, not at all.
Was it boring?
I thought it was interesting.
Do not look at the operational end of the device. And as usual, potential for shenanigans with floating stuff. Can I? Yeah. I see something. Is that part of a puzzle or? It was about that direction. There. It's not part of a puzzle. People crying. Can I interact with these holograms? I think I found your tank. There's a tree that grew on the hatch. Interesting. Machine of Destruction. An armored war machine invented by ancient humans. Humans use it to kill other humans and destroy infrastructure. Despite their crude appearance, great ingenuity went into the creation of these despicable machines. Are the Is this related to the relic somehow? I remember the water pump was also close to one of these holograms, but the hologram of a Talos Principle 1 bomb. Weird. Okay, there's a puzzle. Did flick it on, right? Yeah. Time to find 5. And there's the Pandora statue again. Did you light up or anything? No? Okay. There's 5. Do it. Okay. I don't think I can do anything with this. Oh, okay. I see, I see. I can also do this. Which does not help me in any way, shape or form. Well, I can exit this place. Ah, clever. Okay. Yeah, I cannot pick it up. We can do this. What the heck, Twitch, randomly decide to ask for account verification midstream? I notice you're quite silent. So did you swap chat permissions or whatever? No? I did not mess with my settings in any way, shape or form. Make a hole here. There we go. Yeah. And now I have this. I think I have this. Do I have this? I may not have this. Oh, I have this. If I put this here, I now have this. Okay, I need to somehow turn that thing off. Both of these. I can just put it outside, which is a lot easier. Nice. So make a hole here. Use that hole for absolutely nothing. Ah. Ow! There we go.
Any progress on the particle clouds, Melville? It's pretty clear they're integral to how all of this functions.
I've gathered a lot of data, but I still have a lot of numbers to crunch before I can give you an answer. And I can't guarantee that my answer won't be another question. I'm glad we don't get headaches.
Something I want to mention on the first episode, but the mayor feels like a pope here. Ah, I see. Very powerful, not using the power as we should. Passage. I see. This one is fixed. Woohoo! Okay. Didn't quite expect this. Here's the thing, I can get this out, but I need to put the fan here. Oh, hello. I see. Okay, I have two of these guys. I can get the fan back, but really to me. Well, oh, hello there. I see. Got it. One would be enough though? No, it wouldn't, because I need to make a hole here and then a hole here. This place is caged. So I needed to make a hole through a hole. So that I could get the disruptor to fall. I disrupted jammer. There you go.
That was well observed, 1K.
Well observed that I needed 2 holes. The Progenitor Portrait Series. Huh. Are you painting Alexandra? Hi everyone, this is the latest in my portrait series. I have always had a deep respect for the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan. She didn't just create the founder and save humanity, she also tried to instill in us a sense of beauty and wonder. It was good to be human, Alexandra Drennan. As usual, please keep in mind that we should focus on engagement with the work. Don't ask yourself whether it's good or bad, but what it makes you feel. Beautiful work, Radami, gives me a bittersweet, wistful feeling. She must have been a great person. To me, it really captures her bravery in the face of what the cosmos had thrown at her. It's well done, but I'm not sure it's appropriate for us to depict the progenitor in this way. I wonder if using AI art for the robots making art would be meta enough. Though not sure if this is. This doesn't look like AI art. Looks like a painting. An oil painting digitalized. It's important to remember she was a real person. Her painting's powerful, evokes her belief in a bright future. I agree, it really highlights her bravery in the face of death. We shouldn't forget other people contributed to. The painting makes me sad. We shouldn't forget other people contributed too. You're right, 1K, but that's part why I'm doing the whole series of portraits. The progenitor herself said that many people sacrificed a lot so the founder could be born. I want to remind us of all of them. Although we don't have photos of some of them, so I'm not sure what I'll do in those cases. We'll see. Okay. So for puzzle 7 I need to flick the switch. Hello there. Well, before you continue on, there is a thing here.
Looks like you found another lab.
Wormhole?
Wow, that's a lot bigger than I expected.
What were they doing here?
And who are they?
Blue turns into red. Red turns into blue. It also accelerates the device. Huh. don't get why I have futuristic new design in the middle, but still use ancient design on the outside of the building, like upgrading the generator to not a priority. Yeah. I mean, if it works, what are those things? Okay, there are two thingamajigs here. Okay, let me get ready for a lot of reading. We should need some water. Straton ideas. Straton of Testagaria. The origins of thought. A fragment of Straton of the origins of thought is quoted in a commentary by Simplicius of Cilicia. Straton. To say that material things are brought into being by ideas is to flatter ourselves, which is an error philosophers are particularly prone to do, because it raises those who think above those who do. How would you use a brand new high-tech equipment to a generator that's 300 years old, if not thousands? Yeah. That's a good question. Nicomachus, then what's the truth that does not flatter? Straton, that the reverse is true. Ideas are brought into being by matter, and so each man's ideas are shaped by the world that surrounds him, as clay shaped by its mold. Those who live in mountains fear cold. Those who live in deserts fear thirst. The Athenians are shaped by Athens, and the Lacedaemonians by Sparta. And likewise it is for all people. Nicomachus, but my ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action alter the shape of the mold, as you put it? But my ideas, if we take each man to be an idea, not by deliberate action alter the shape of the mold, as you put it? To discover a method for accomplishing this is chief purpose of philosophy, my friend. Footnotes. The newly discovered Heracleon manuscript, likely lost part of Baroque collection, contains an additional passage that differentiates between pneuma, the individual mind and spirit, described as an energy arising from matter, and ideas, which are produced by the pneuma as it interacts with the material world. Philosophy is useless if it offers no ways of changing things. At least Straton tried and didn't lie to himself. But how can we change the shape of the mold? Straton never says. Perhaps by demonstrating the fact that other shapes are possible. We can't change all ourselves, but perhaps we could, like Alexander Drenan, create the conditions for change. I think this is like it's the 12 in Athena trying to create this new set of puzzles. I still don't know exactly why. Norma project deployed successfully. Revision to previous setting fixes malfunctions. But what was the error? Cooling system improved. Deployed successfully. Significant improvement to disassembly. New lab space covered out. Easy to destroy, harder to create. So easy to optimize only one aspect. Fears the successful improvements to version halted. Sufficient energy for trials. 5358. Is 5358 Athena? No. Schematic 100. I think this is a bit important. Let's explore the other one first. All of this crap not shorting the ancient human generator is a bit of an ask. There is probably a lot more underground, maybe. Untitled draft. St. Edward identified the tetromino with the tetragrammaton and the Greek word for God because to him the mathematical properties of the tetromino reflected God's ability to reshape the world without breaking its laws. Elohim, in his desire to impose meaning on the simulation, which was his primary function as a storyteller, after all, took Edward's heretical ideas and integrated them as the sigils of his name. But despite all these layers of obfuscation, there is some kind of truth hidden in all this. The world really is, in a sense, made up of minute parts that can be combined and recombined without breaking the underlying laws. Everything that exists is made of the same fundamental materials, and those materials are brought into existence by the same fundamental functions of reality. And yet, the miracle of existence is that we are not all one, but are in fact radically different and separate. New Alexandria. Author Eustathius. From the Book of Reminiscence and Great and Regret by Eustathius. In the early days of our people, a great deal of responsibility fell on my shoulders. There were few of us then, and though we are stronger and hardier than any human, we are not invincible. The world was an overgrown ruin, and our resources extremely limited. It was a rush time, but I felt passionate about the work. Fired up by the many sacrifices that had brought us here, from the Institute of Applied Pneumatics teams to the people of Gehenna, whose code was part of my personality. Bit by bit, New Jerusalem grew. We had to adapt some of the plans Drennan's team had left behind. I don't think they had expected the simulation to take as long as it did. But it was all working. That's when I made a terrible mistake. Thinking it was a way of safeguarding against disaster, I proposed the creation of a second settlement, New Alexandria. As the location was far from the dam that powers New Jerusalem, I attempted to build a thermal power station that would take advantage of the local gas reservoir. However, I foolishly used geologic data from the archive, failing to account for the amount of time that had elapsed. 5 years later, this error led to an accident that leveled the settlement and killed 31 of my fellow citizens. Of all my many regrets, this is the greatest. Eustathius never forgave himself for this mistake. He drifted away, isolated himself from everyone in New Jerusalem. But was it really his fault? Yes, he made a mistake, but why was the entire weight of the New Alexandria colony placed on his shoulders? A simple process of review and discussion could have prevented the entire disaster. doesn't that mean New Jerusalem as a whole is at fault? He did his best to feel sorry for him. But the dead remain dead, and that has to be faced. New Alexandria. Thermal thing established by robot OSHA. And died because of local gas. Level death settlement, yeah. Just like the Alexandria that was leveled by the volcano. It was Alexandria, right? Or am I thinking about... I may be mixing cities up. Historical city destroyed by volcano. Pompeii. Yeah, Pompeii. Alexandria is the library that caught fire. Ah, yeah. Ethics of extinction. If a species we consider beautiful and remarkable goes extinct, we consider that a great evil. Dolphins, for example. If dolphins go extinct, that's a great loss. If humanity causes dolphins to go extinct, that's a crime. But if Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that causes bubonic plague, goes extinct, is that an equally great loss? If not, why not? To nature, there is no difference. It's all just life forms. The only moral framework that allows us to choose between dolphins and the plague is a human one. What about a species going extinct without anthropogenic factors? Extinction is the norm. If one day dolphins are no longer capable of competing with other species, should you let them go extinct? When the sun finally dies and all life goes extinct, will that be that tragedy? If we can prevent it, should we? If you believe that extinction is acceptable when nature does it, but not when we do it, then you don't actually oppose extinction. You don't believe that dolphins are inherently valuable, that they deserve to live and thrive. You just oppose human control. You oppose our ability and our responsibility to choose. There is so much in this text to think about. It brought me to mind the cheetah, because the cheetah, it actually has trouble surviving in the wild, because other species are actually out-competing them. But we can keep them alive in zoos. It's like really happening right now. It is very possible that the cheetahs can go extinct by natural means, and we can prevent that. Should we? Because they're cool? While we work on how to get mosquitoes to get extinct because they spread diseases. There are actual research going on how to make some mosquitoes extinct. This is happening. This is actually happening in the real world. I don't think I have an answer. I don't think I need to have an answer. This is a bit on the complicated side of things. Humans should try to prevent nature from having its ecosystem collapse on itself. Like if there's too many wolves and ruin the ecosystem, just cause problems. It's not just humans ruining ecosystems. Sometimes they do it by themselves. Yeah. If there's too many wolves and access is under threat, shooting them should be a sensible option. That is true, because, yeah, nature doesn't have any reason. It's kind of an automated thing. But we can analyze and think. Yeah, no. That's a good point. We should actually... I am actually in favor of us taking control of nature and trying to shape it so that it doesn't collapse in itself. And maybe build a spaceship and find another planet when the sun explodes. Uh-oh. I think I downloaded a virus. Elohim?
The world is a wonderful place.
Miranda?
Every day we take another step forward. Every day we come closer to the truth. The closer we get, the more I can see the beauty of the universe, the intricate perfection of its mechanisms. I am a machine, and the universe is a machine. Every part of me serves a purpose, or I could not be myself. I could not be Miranda, because that specific person could not exist without those specific parts and their specific functions. In the same way, every part of the universe serves a purpose. I think that is what we were meant to discover here.
Oh, I'm waking up. I hope. Overload. Experiencing data stream overload. Okay.
1K. You just connected to an extremely powerful data stream. Are you all right?
I'm fine. I think I had a vision. That was disconcerting. I think I had a vision.
Yes. You were streaming. We all saw something. You're lucky it didn't fry your motherboard. Please, everyone, let's be careful with these terminals from now on.
Yes, let's all try not to die. More importantly, who the hell is Miranda?
There's no one by that name in New Jerusalem. I just searched the database.
It must be one of the people that built this place. Maybe it's a nickname? You guys as good as mine? I don't know if, from what she was talking about, she might not have built it, but used its function like I'm using it. Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's a new person. Someone we've never heard of before. Someone born outside the city. Maybe I'm wrong. We have to find out more.
But where did they come from? And how many people does it take to build something this huge?
Like I said, we need to find out more.
Well, you'll be happy to hear that I'm about to fix another part of the transport system. Thanks for the files, 1K. I hope they didn't fry your brain.
Well, I seem to be fine. Okay. Could these doors open? Let's see if I can at least solve the regular puzzles and why a wormhole and the Sphinx statue, which I believe I'm well on the way to do. Okay, 76. Oh, new interface available. The mystery of Miranda. For anyone who missed it, Byron Expedition has this recovered evidence of the existence of a new person, someone not from New Jerusalem. Who could this be? Maybe there's another seed out there who says there was only one simulation. Maybe there are thousands of people we've never met. I really hope so. There is only one founder. I hate to agree with Tech Club, but all this historical evidence we have points to that conclusion. There were some other attempts, but as far as we know, they all went wrong or failed. There is more than we don't know than what we know. That sentence is going to make my brain crash. Why do you think Miranda is from Earth? There is no evidence to support that idea. I really don't think it's aliens, Jax. Everything here is obviously related to New Jerusalem. I'd like to hear more about these other attempts to save humanity. I think this is more interesting than confronting Jax on his aliens. Some people affiliated with the Institute of Applied Pneumatics tried to set up a secondary site at another dam, but after about a century the dam collapsed and took whatever was happening inside that system with it. There is also a similar attempt by another organization, but without the test of free will that Alexandra Drennan devised. According to Lift Tracer, it never produced a viable mind before it ran out of power. I'm the only guy to cheat again, yeah. Oh yeah, photomode and hiding time can be used to look around if you get some super dense highly vertical labs that make it hard to look around. Ah, okay. Fascinating. Could there still be others out there? Theoretically, yes, but even our dam would have collapsed without extensive repairs. And even a nuclear power plant wouldn't have run out of fuel by now. That's a good point. Hi, you have things to say. Byron? Byron.
Hey there, 1K.
What do you make of this Miranda?
Going on what little we have, honestly, she reminds me of myself when I'd just been born. I came out from the dam at night, and the sky was full of stars. I felt a reverence then, an almost ecstatic connection to the sublime. The universe seemed like a miracle, and to exist within it was the greatest possible honor. That view was tempered in time, but I've always tried to hold on to as much of it as I could.
That's cool. What do you make of the Sphinx?
I don't know what she is, ontologically speaking, but those questions she asked reinforced my belief that we're being tested, or perhaps analyzed.
Okay, thanks. Man, the two shots really breaking down for me. What's Twitch doing? Oh, I was going to 7. Eye of the needle. There could have been a simulation that could have been done like 2000 years ago if Elaine didn't waste time. Yeah. Can I... I can. How to get there. So this is my objective? Don't know. Ah, there's the source. There is a connection. Let's open this up. Okay. Alright. I need to somehow connect here. Yeah, I can do this, but then this would close, and I guess that's where that thing comes into play. But how? How do I get inside there? Ah, I see. Can you still go through? Yes. There you go. Box acquired.
I've managed to extract an audio file from 1K's data stream incident. It's hard to be sure because it's just a fragment, but I think it's some kind of log or diary.
We finished a new lab today. Some processes are still harder than others, but energy output was up 2,000%. It's incredible how each leap forward enables another. The next iteration of the machine will...
So as we suspected, someone was experimenting here, but experimenting on what? What was this machine they were building?
Maybe it's whatever powers the megastructure.
Okay, I think that pretty much confirms that Miranda was part of the people that built this place. Did flick this, right? Yeah. And number 8. this is the one, right? No, this is new. Ah, okay. I found the Pandora one. Okay. We're gonna mess with that string. I want to solve 8 and there you go. The finger really did something. Okay, seesaw. Alright. So blue, red, connector. More connector. Blue is over there. I think I understand. First I power you. Turn you here. I need a hole. Is that even how I'm supposed to do this? This is wrong. There we go. This is correct. And then connect like this. Not quite. Did I do it? Or will it hit here? Okay, this is good. Oh, it's kind of easy.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
Okay, go ahead. You, inside.
I've been meaning to talk to you. This, vision you had, the data stream overload. How did it feel?
It was strangely beautiful. It was unpleasant at first, then beautiful. Felt threatening. It was frightening. It was just data. You can't explain it. It was unpleasant at first, then beautiful.
Don't you worry that maybe your first impression was correct? And after that, your mind was basically being hijacked?
It felt more like my mind was being expanded. I wasn't hijacked. I think I made contact with something. It's beautiful anyway. I wasn't hijacked. I think I made contact with something.
Just don't take this too lightly, okay? We're sturdier than our ancestors, but a mind is still a fragile thing.
I'll promise to be careful. Okay. No. Ah, over there. Easy for you to say when one car has to stick his hand into the terminal to do anything. Yeah. There, I have a star here.
Every answer leads to another question. The last answer leads to the first question.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the central structure and then count as a string. Really, that's how you connect the things. Not bad. Nope. That's kind of what I wanted. Oh, that worked. Nice. Okay, the artifacting is definitely something to do with the lighting system. Because now that I'm on a dark place, it basically disappeared. I'm gonna mess with the settings later. We are about to finish this. They got anti-grav, man. Anti-gravity. What the heck were they doing? And just for me to talk to a hologram.
Halt, creature of clay. You have strayed from your garden and entered a domain that is beyond your ken. Turn back now, before you harm yourself and others.
I don't like these things. We were invited here. We were invited here.
Prometheus had no authority to summon you. He is rash and foolish and given to trickery, but his schemes lead only to ruin. Therefore heed my warning. The flame is not for you.
You consider your words? We need to know what's going on here for the safety of New Jerusalem. We're not going to leave because you had a bad experience with the magic box. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of New Jerusalem. It does look a bit weird though, though that might be Twitch's fault. Option 3, Lemire. We're not just going to leave because you had a bad experience with the magic box. If this reading of... There is one reading of the story that Pandora was sent to mankind to compensate for Prometheus having given man the fire, and like it was intentional that she had the box and opened it. It was a handicap to compensate for the burn of the fire. I wonder if that's the reading of Pandora that we're getting here. Considering that this is the story that's more, from what I read on Wikipedia at least, that's the story that's more linked with Prometheus? Most likely. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of the New Jerusalem. We need to know more about these technologies for the future of New Jerusalem.
You seek the flame of enlightenment, but remember that fire can also burn.
Those bloody things are there?
I think that was Pandora, which matches the other one being Prometheus.
They seem to be locked in some kind of conflict.
Might be wise to avoid getting caught in the crossfire until we understand what these entities actually are.
We are already in the crossfires. If we keep messing with this place. Alright. So there is a Pandora puzzle for the star outside the outside zone, but I'm not gonna mess with that today. I think we did a fair bit. We found, yeah, plenty of question marks though, too, yes. Wish we can fool around with next week. Yeah, there are still the 2 extra puzzles. Like these guys here, still haven't solved. The gate's over there, I guess. So yeah, have I talked to you already? Yes. I just want to go in and out of a puzzle because that saves. There you go. Alright. That, we did a lot. We found a lot of stuff. We meet someone new, kind of. We still don't quite understand what this place is supposed to be. But that's fine. And here's one interesting thing. Yeah, it's here. I want the map. Like, yeah, I found a lab. So these 3 things are going to open up the megastructure, but there's all this still. I believe we need to go inside the megastructure and then we will exit through another phase, and that's when we start doing this altar stuff. But yeah. So, but we learned a lot of interesting things about this world as well. There was another city that got destroyed. It is possible that some other project like the Talos Principle succeeded in somewhere we are not aware of as of now. I believe there were mention of other projects similar to the Talos Principle in the first game. Maybe misremembering. But yeah. The plot is thickening, and there is a lot of plot still. Heck, I'm loving this game. I love how they took like the several of the core ideas of the Talos Principle and managed to expand upon it. And the addition of all the extra characters, it's great. I'm loving this. So, I'm gonna do something Sunday at 7 p.m. Not sure what yet. Gotta make a choice. And the Talos Principle 2 will be back next Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. GMT 3. Who knows, I might just play more Talos Principle. Mega Rabbit X. I don't think I bought it. Oh, no, I did buy it. I did buy it. Yeah, I could do that. Not sure when Yellow is gonna be back. So yeah. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. Hi. Hi. Yeah. I'm the plane shifter. I need to stop talking. And I am phasing out. Bye.